Hello, monsters. My name is Jane Judge. Welcome to Monsters University, a homebrew tabletop role-playing game hosted live at twitch.tv/JaneJudge. Enjoy this silly role-playing game with me and my friends. Hello, and welcome to Monsters University. I'm your game master, Jane Judge. And let's start it off like we always do, with a little evil. All right, cool. So tonight we are doing Monsters University episode number 17. This is the class of the Hellcursed. So let's go ahead and start with Violet October. You want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Violet October, and I'm playing Lily the Succubus.
Awesome. Cassie?
Cassie Cummings. I play Kimmy Puddin' Pop.
Div?
I'm Girlbot Div. I play Bender.
And RickyxxRails.
I am Ricky, and I play Chasworth.
Okay, so tonight we are coming back to school. The last we left the class of the Hellcursed, some of you have been back to school since, but you all had just left the Namatsu wedding underwater, and there had been all of the wedding drama and the thief, and you caught everybody, and you saved the day, and then you headed back to school. You took a quick 5-hour trip on the delivery monster, thoroughly enjoying your way home, and you made it back to school. Just in time for the pattern and frequency of the imp invasions on Monsters University to nearly double. They are coming in seemingly a random pattern all over campus, and it's the talk of the school. There's barely a day without a big imp invasion. You're listening to the radio in the morning of, and you hear an announcement talking about how imp occurrences are now a daily thing, so school lockdown procedures are implemented. So if you hear this alarm, wee, you need to lock down in a classroom.
I'm sorry. I think I missed the class announcement. What was the noise that I needed to look out for again?
The alarm goes wee.
Amazing.
So,
I got it.
Just keep an ear out for that one, you know. You're returning to your classes, to your student government duties, to your friends, to poetry club, to the wrestling events. It's been a fun week on campus. There is quite a bit going on. So as we move into tonight's action, you have finished class and you're all hanging around, some of you more literally than others. We're going to zoom into the woods right near Monsters University. And up in the air, suspended with 2 legs held up above his head and one of his arms free and one tied to the side, is P. Jared. Kimmy, you are holding a few ropes and you are coordinating his movements.
Oh, you look so good up there. How's it feel?
It feels incredible. I'm so free. I'm one of the trees.
You're so free, babe. You look so good. Wow, you're flying around.
Okay. You can bring me down now. You said
Okay.
last time you wanted to try?
I mean, I don't know if it'll work, but I want to feel what you feel.
I just want to give you a chance. It's incredible, babe.
Okay. Right. Come on down so you can help me.
He wriggles out of his bondage and you untie his hands. Okay, are you ready to go up?
I think so.
He's holding the end of the rope and he looks at you and he's like, where do I tie it?
Okay.
Oh no, we lost you in the worst moment.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I'll scoot up to the end of the rope, suck it through me and out the other side, and then just kind of grip the rope, I guess. Be like, all right, this is a start.
Like a cube donut with a little hole right through the middle. You thread the rope through, and P. Jared brings it up and around and then back through the hole the other way. And gives you a secure-ish tie. You're fully in control of whether you're tied or not, but that doesn't matter. P. Jared looks at you and he's got really excited little eager eyes. And he says, okay, you ready, Kimmy?
Yeah, I'm ready.
He like gives you a little kiss, and then he pulls on the ropes and says, "Okay, you tell me if you get scared. Okay, I'll bring you right back down." And he gives you like a big pull. Whoosh. You go flying up in the air.
Is it working? Am I flying?
If you're hanging onto the rope and you are like putting a little concentrated effort on keeping it in your center, yes.
Awesome. Okay, cool. I'm loving it. Like a little suspended light ring.
Okay, P.
Up
Jared
green.
is looking up at you like, wow, incredible. I can see the stars through you, Kimmy.
Am I beautiful, P. Jared?
You're the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Oh.
He like brings you down a little bit and like ties you off on a peg on the tree. And you're like just low enough to where if he stands on his little tippy toes, he can touch you. And he's like just like gently worshiping you a little bit from below.
It feels so good. Oh, I'm free. You're so right.
Yeah, Kimmy, enjoy it. You're one of the trees.
I'm one of the trees. I'm one of the trees.
Okay, and as you're having this lovely little suspension bondage intimate moment, we're going to fade away to Lily and Professor Ayard, who are in the poetry classroom. And there's like 3 or 4 notebooks spread across the table between them. And the professor has his little tie like untied and his shirt unruffled, so you can see his like sparkly chest flush. And he's like leaning over, reading through your notebook, Lily. Incredible. Each one better than the last.
Oh, I wasn't muted. Lily's next to him, kind of like playing with the ruffles and saying something about how she has like proper inspiration now.
Truly, you're prolific. Well, I think we'll have to publish your book this semester.
What was that?
We'll have to publish your book. Well, you're ready, aren't you? The public should read this.
I don't know about that.
Well, you've written plenty to fill it. Granted, they are all about sort of a similar subject matter, aren't they?
They're a little spicy.
Well, the people love spice. The people will pay for this. This is art, Lily.
We are surrounded by a lot of horny people. There's probably a pretty decent audience.
I love the way you talk about my rosy red lips and the blush of life under my skin. The sparkly
You're
flesh.
beautiful.
Oh, you really think so?
This lie. Oh, I forgot people can't see tonight.
He sort of touches your tongue just on the tip with his finger and says, well, we'll have to find out, won't we?
I think that could be fun.
He sort of pushes his fingers a little further into your mouth and says, well, tell me, Lily, have you ever told a lie?
Absolutely.
Tell me one now.
That was almost too spicy for Twitch. Sorry. She almost jumped the gun.
Well, seeing you so flustered, he simply shoves his hand a little further in your mouth and says, do you want me to keep going?
Uh-huh.
And that one doesn't sound like a lie. And we'll fade away from this little moment. Over to...
My brain could not go any less horny than where it was, and it was not twisting.
I love it. That's what Monsters is for, y'all. Okay, so we fade over to a little less spicy, maybe. Chasworth's bedroom. Wade has come to visit you. You often spend time in his garden, but this is one of the few times that he's come up to your space. Getting my Italian accent ready? Chasworth, I have a little surprise for you.
Oh, you have a surprise for me?
Do you have any schoolwork? Sports? Student government?
Well, I think I'm just getting ready for a meeting tomorrow for Transylvanian Heritage Month. But
Oh, perfect. You have 2 hours.
Yeah, I can do 2 hours. What's up?
You're mine then. And he like grabs your hand and pulls you out of the room. Go on, close the door. Hurry, quickly.
I scramble and close the door really fast.
Come. Let's go to the laboratory. I happen to reserve the room. No one will be in for an hour or two.
Okay, the laboratory. That's new.
I thought maybe I'd throw you on the slab, tie you down.
Oh, okay. I mean,
I know you're not looking for a heavy modification, but just something fun.
yeah, I mean, I'm not due for any part replacement, but I mean, we could take a look and see where things go.
No, I wasn't doing any replacing, just a little oil change.
Let's get to it.
He's like running with you almost. You're halfway across campus. You like quickly breeze through the doors down into the reanimation lab, which is a good 200-300 feet below the school. It's cold in here. The slab, it's all been cleaned. You see a few things that you recognize from Wade's room. There's a candle, a purple one, just about half burnt. There's a big a bin full of ice cubes, and there is a torch.
Oh, it's quite the collection of toys you've got down here. The torch, that's new.
Oh, yes. I didn't know if you would like it or not, but you seem to like the temperature stuff so much. I don't know, maybe it would be fun.
The fire thing, that might be a hard limit for me, honestly.
Oh, Chaz, I'm so sorry. I forgot. I forgot completely. Oh, that was so insensitive of me. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about it. Just, I'm glad you ran it past me and stuff here, but that might be a little too scary.
Okay, yeah. But the candle, yes?
Yeah, I think the candle's a good scary, yeah.
I will turn off the flame before we use it. Quick, get on the slab.
Oh, like this, and I'm going to take my shirt off, my pants, and I'm going to hop onto the slab.
Wade is sort of not paying attention to you, and he's like grabbing the little propane burner and stuff, and all of the Bunsen burners on the lab tables and putting them under. Yeah, just like that, babe. I'll be right there. Then he comes over and he brings down their sort of steel kind of medical torture clamp down things on the slab. So your arms are totally immobilized up by your head. Okay, you like this? Yes?
Yeah, I feel so defenseless.
You are truly at my mercy. Maybe I will do an evil experiment.
Oh.
He hops onto the table and straddles you and lights the candle. And he starts heating it up. And he moves the fire over you ever so slowly. Yes?
Oh.
Do you like this?
Yeah, it's intense.
So scary, yes? I'm so frightening. He lights his face with the candle a little bit, and then he licks his fingers and sizzles it out. Are you ready?
Yeah, what's up?
We're gonna fade away as you hear the screams as he's pouring the hot wax all over you. No one will hear you in the reanimation lab.
I think they're supposed to be screaming from the reanimation lab, so it's totally normal.
Exactly.
These screams are a little different. Maybe it's a different octave register, so I don't know. It's normal.
Not the first time people have heard Chaz in there.
No.
All right, so we move to Bender's bedroom on campus. You are chilling there. You're by yourself. You're waiting for Sarah. She's supposed to be meeting you in about 5 minutes. What would Bender be up to in her room alone?
It'd be chewing on some hydrangea leaf, looking around at the corners, not sure if she's gonna pop through a wall or a floor, but waiting and looking.
As you're waiting, Sarah comes from the floor beneath you. She's blasting up. She's like, Bender!
Oh, babe, how are you doing? And I just reach over and try to see if she can grab my hand again.
She grabs you, and she feels almost physical. You move like maybe a centimeter through her skin, but you feel a very solid hand grabbing you back.
Ah, look at the improvement.
Yeah, I've been working hard on it. Man, I've been working hard a lot lately, yeah. You see, it's been paying off, though. She, like, pops the collar of a brand new, like, fancy-looking ghostly leather jacket.
Oh, what? Did you steal that from another dead girl?
No, that's the best thing. I didn't even have to steal it. You know, it's been crazy ever since we invented that sexoplasm stuff that you found down with the Namazis. I don't know. Sort of seems like I'm producing a gold mine for free, you know what I'm saying? Every zombie in town wants to buy a big old jar of that.
It is some powerful fuck juice, yeah.
Some powerful fuck juice, and babe, you and I make the best.
Hey. She just like kind of like leans the body in so that they can like merge again.
Ooh, okay, hang on. Not yet. I have a little something for you. She like reaches into the boobs and like pulls out a little package. It's like wrapped in black tissue paper. She hands it to you. Okay, open it. I'm so excited.
Gonna like tear it open.
Yeah, destroy it. Okay, here it is. It's like a big citrine with a little clip on, and it's like clearly intended to fit on the necklace that she gave you with her ashes on it. Okay, clip it on.
Oh, it's beautiful. Immediately clipping it on and looking at it.
Yeah. It's supposed to center our energies together and sort of make us more powerful when we're close by.
You really have been learning a lot. That's amazing.
Let me tell you, this thing was not cheap either. But with yesterday's sexoplasm, I've been killing. We were pretty wild last night.
Hey, I don't know what to say. This is amazing. And, you know, you can hit me up for fuel anytime, right?
Oh, yeah. You know, I was planning to. I got some stuff I want to buy for you this weekend. Okay, are you busy right now?
Never too busy for you?
Nice. All right. I got a few more things. She like drops her backpack on the ground, and you can see the things in the backpack are sort of like in this ethereal realm between ghost and real. She's like, I've been hitting up the ghost markets. Check out what I got. She like lays out this blanket on your bed, and it's like one of those like kind of crinkly waterproof blankets. She's like, this is vinyl. It's supposed to catch every last drop. It's gonna increase our business twofold. I won't be squeezing stuff out of our sheets anymore.
I'm looking around the bed. Is like everything covered in ghost gunk? Like if you turned a black light on, would we like light up?
Absolutely. This is
Amazing.
covered in ghost DNA.
Fabulous, thank you. I'm gonna be like picking at the objects, seeing if my hand goes through them, squelching a bit.
Some of them are a little crispy feeling, I would say. All right, babe. I know we got a couple hours before the concert tonight, and I want to make some sexoplasm.
Lay it on me, babe. And she just like flops onto the bed like amongst the sex toy. I mean the stuff.
Yes, the stuff, the things. Sarah like dives in and a little bit through the bed, and it's like, oh yeah. All right, and here we will fade to about 2 hours later, and everybody is meeting in the common room. Let me move you on Roll20. But you all meet up in the common room, and you have a few minutes before you have to leave for the concert. Here we are. That one moved you. Okay. Sarah comes floating down through the ceiling. Hey y'all. Bender will be here in just a second. Gotta use the stairs. Boring.
He's shambling after.
Hey, nice to see you, babe.
Been a
Getting
while.
old yet?
Still like kind of sweating.
Everyone looks a little maybe sweaty, disheveled.
Are you to master yourselves?
Mm-hmm.
We have no decency. Couldn't even like put ourselves together after every meeting up with Sexy.
All right. Well, we don't want to be late for the concert tonight. It's supposed to be the Flex Girls. They haven't played in years.
I don't know if I've ever heard of them. Are they supposed to be good?
How are they supposed to be good? They're only the best all-witch band in school.
I'm pretty excited.
I feel
Alright,
I feel like P. Jared's been like repping their merch this whole time, at least.
Oh yeah, P. Jared's a big fanboy.
Big fan, you know. Got to support the arts. They wrap each other up.
Yeah, I hear they consulted some of the theater kids on the performance for tonight, so it's supposed to be wild.
Oh, what is the pyrotechnics set up?
Well, there's supposed to be something.
Good luck,
crazy.
Chaz.
I'm gonna stay a couple of feet from the stage just in case.
All right, well, it should be easy to find. It's in your graveyard there, or Bender.
Nice. I could take you guys to it.
Oh, hell
yeah.
yeah.
See if they're setting up yet.
Sneak us in through the back so we can see them all. You know, get that VIP experience.
All right, well, we better go. We're going to be late. Let's head that way. And you all, rush out of the doors of the residential hall, and you almost run into Hasno, who is running past you. Hasno is a water nymph. He's got, hair flowing past his shoulders, and there's, water kind of spewing out of it. You can tell he's a little bit stressed because there's more water flinging about than normal. He's got arms full of, shovels, kind of gardening tools. Oh, sorry, everybody. I didn't mean to... Here, okay, here's your stuff. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye.
Wait, what's this for?
Have a bunch of shovels now?
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm just I'm fixing some of the plants behind the residential hall. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Is this a task from Professor Gruntilda?
Yeah. You could say Gruntilda told me to do it. All right, I'll see you later. He, grabs his shovels and his little bag of stuff and heads out. He moves behind the residential halls. And chronologically in time, this would be after our last episode, just so y'all know.
Well, we kind of learned about some things involving Professor Gruntilda. Maybe we should take a look at what he's up to.
More important than the concert things? P. Jared's been looking forward to this for a long time.
Yeah, we might need to catch up and compare notes for a second.
Sarah's yeah, we'll do it on the way to the concert. We'll check by Hasno later.
All right,
Chaz, what do you know about him?
So I'm gonna lay down kind of what happened last time with the Brim Seekers and how we followed them into a underground basement and we saw Professor Gruntilda down there.
No way. You telling me the Brim Seekers are still around?
Yeah, apparently.
You mean the 70s revolutionaries, right?
Yeah, I think they're making a comeback.
Well, I guess Hell's making a comeback too. It only makes sense.
Well, I'm not sure how this all lays out, but maybe she's involved with the Imps or the Brim Seekers or something, but that seems a little fishy.
So wait, I'm sorry, I can't get over this. You all are Brim Seekers now. You joined.
Did we join anything? I thought they just gave us some free stuff. I could turn into an imp. Oh wait, can I still do that? Did I give that back?
No, you definitely still have your secret little magic items that you kept.
Yeah, they did kind of give us some free stuff, so maybe we should help them
Yeah,
so we can keep the stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
Did they give you any tasks? What did they have you doing?
Mostly following people around and investigating. figuring things out like how we've been doing.
You were tasked to just people watch? It sounds so easy.
Yeah, you want to stalk some people?
Yeah, of course I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. We'll visit by Bender's grave, and we'll check out the Flex Girls, and then we'll go stalk Hasno. That sounds so fun. I'm so excited. I want to be a brim seeker.
We're gonna have a
They
day.
have like sign-on bonuses, like gift bags. Like, where do I sign? I want to stalk people professionally.
We'll show you their
I think
secret
they, like-
hideout.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and like you gotta say fuck work, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the
I love that.
Yeah, brim seekers for real. They're
Fuck
the ones
work.
tagging CAJ all over, right?
Yeah.
CAJ.
Yeah. Comrades against jobs, don't you know?
I love this so much.
Yeah, they're pretty radical and, doing good stuff. Monsters against work. United. But I thought they weren't around anymore.
Thank God they are, right?
Oh, yeah.
Someone's got to do something about what's happening.
Okay, so at this point, you all are mostly to the graveyard. And as you're approaching... Let me move you over. You hear thumping music. You see a big stage in the graveyard that wasn't there before. It is maybe 50, 60 feet away from the area where Bender's grave is. And there's like a good tree line in the way. So you wouldn't see Bender's grave from the actual concert area. It is, however, right in the area where Professor Ayard is always pacing. And you see him sort of standing on the sidelines, looking at this production and stuff getting put together in the graveyard. Sort of like with a professorial disapproval.
I'm gonna be a little oblivious and just be like, oh my god, you're going too.
Well, yes. Hello. I suppose I am going to this concert.
Are you not super excited?
Excited? Well, who's even playing?
The Hex Girl. Or, wait, Flex Girl.
It's the non-copyrighted Hex Girls. The Flex Girls? Well, I suppose I haven't heard them in a while. This should be interesting. He's gonna walk over to the concert area and he's gonna get a VIP booth table.
Oh, hell yeah.
Graveyard booth table.
Motion that for all my friends to join.
Okay, you see the party is starting to fill up, and it is full of ghosts and ghouls and zombies and all sorts of undead. And the ghosts looking pretty rich, and the zombies are looking smooth, and skin is looking nice. Everybody is sort of really vibing in the undead community these past couple of weeks. You see Sarah is buying drinks for the whole table and throwing money around. Oh yeah, let's get some. Okay, let's get the top shelf shots.
Man, the undead surely have their spirits up lately.
Hell yeah! Look at my girl flexing on them.
You see her chugging water.
That's really impressive.
Got a bottle of brain Gatorade as well. Just side-eyeing the situation.
He's doing shots.
Is it shot time, Lily? All right, but we gotta sing the song. You remember the song, right? Shots, 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 shots. That's our favorite song. You remember?
There's some like musicians on stage, and they're sort of testing the instruments, and they're like playing along with you, like, yeah, shots, 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 shots.
Is Sarah the one serving?
Well, it looks like Sarah was trying to bring a bunch of shot glasses over, but lost concentration on
Damn it.
some of them, and they fallen through her hands. You see Ishtal comes over, and he's like, oh, I can help. And he picks up the table and brings it over there and fills it up with shots and brings it back.
You're the best.
That was so nice of you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Would you like to do a shot with us?
I'd love to. And then I gotta go back and take care of Evelyn. She's not feeling well tonight.
Take her a shot.
Ishtal picks it up, and it's like really tiny in his giant stone fingers. All right, friends. He like shoots it back and is like, well, that does nothing for me. I'm made of stone. See you all later.
Fly safe.
Deadpan King.
I didn't realize he was so funny.
All right, so
But that was...
what'd you say? Sorry.
I said we knew he was strong, but that was nice.
The professor is like, yes, well, it appears they have human service here. Would anyone else care to indulge?
Yep.
Really?
Well, yes. The professor will like flag a waiter down and be like, I'll take one of your finest humans, please.
Oh, he is cool now.
You all see them sort of leading somebody by the hand. They've got like a little velvet sash around their eyes. And you see the waiter bring him down and be like, okay, here you go. And make sure not to lose them because we do charge a fee for recapture.
They won't go anywhere.
I'm more of a like giblets kind of girl, so like you all like can get started.
All right, well, the professor sort of like grabs the human's hand. It's like a maybe mid-30s woman. He like has her sit down next to you, like sits her right in between you and the professor, Lily. And he's like, well, would you like to share?
There's no answer. There's just going in for this woman's neck, like little like sniffing and licks.
She's like, ooh, this is fun.
Lily's hella grabby right now.
The woman is like clearly kind of sedated or on something. She's like, ooh, yeah, more of that. And like kind of leans into your touch. The professor's like, well, if you're finished playing with your food, he'll like reach over and move her hair to the side and like bite into her neck.
Instead of like going after the other neck, I'm probably kind of climbing onto the both of them so Lily can taste blood on the professor.
Okay. He like drains her deeply and sort of like holds her to the side and leans over and kisses you.
I forget that there are people around us, so I'm going in for like the full. Nothing exists except kisses and blood right now.
Awesome. He like
Leaning
pulls
in,
away
talking.
from you. Oh, go ahead.
Just like watching with Kimmy, like with some popcorn. I didn't know succubi drank blood. This is awesome.
The professor like pulls away from you, Lily, and there's like blood dripping off of his fangs. The woman is like mostly finished. He like turns away and is like, well, go have fun with your friends. I'll be here when you're finished.
Kiss on him as a goodbye and like pet her hair and then bounce off to my friends.
Okay. You all are dancing, clubbing, hanging out. Is there anything else you want to do at this party? It's pretty wild. You can get a human for yourselves if you like.
I like to wait till the giblets are available. It's cost effective, definitely. But in the end, it all just gets mixed up together.
It's doing your part for the environment.
Exactly.
Okay, at this time, the Flex girls hop on stage, and you can see they sort of have hoods up, so you can't see their faces yet. But one of them has like a little like mini dress, deep hood, like long sleeve, and it's all like red velvet. And then the drummer comes up and has like a little green velvet mini dress and sits down and is like smashing a few cymbals, testing it out. And then walking up on stage dramatically with like a big purple bass guitar strapped over her is the third one in like a purple, like long mage robe kind of looking velvet outfit. And they start playing and it rocks and everyone is like having a really good time. And all of a sudden you hear sort of at the back of the concert a little scuffle break out. There's a fight.
If we look back, can we see who's fighting?
Yeah. Fighting at the party. There's a big argument between a zombie who's like maybe a 6 foot tall woman named Shelly. And her skin is like clearly a different quality than the rest of the zombies you see here. She maybe doesn't have the money to afford sexoplasm to rehydrate her zombie skin. And it's sort of like falling off. Half of her jaw is like coming off. And she's fighting with a ghost named Hilda, who is like desperately downing drinks. And Hilda's like, I'm sorry, I don't have any right now. Shelly's like, I know you have it. I need it. Come on, I have money.
I'm gonna make my way to them and see if I can mediate the fight.
Shelly is like, I know you have it. Hilda, you're holding out on me. You're charging double the price of what it's worth.
Hey there. We're all just trying to have fun tonight. Let's keep the mood up and party on. What's happening?
What's happening? How can you bear to look at me? My jaw's falling off.
Well, this is Monsters U. That's a pretty good look still. I mean, that's still in.
Shelly suddenly sees you're with Bender, and Bender is holding onto Sarah's arm. And she sort of like surges towards you like, do you have some? Can I buy it?
Do I have any on me?
You might have a little jar. Most zombies keep a little on them now.
I'm gonna like give a little bit. Like, hey, it's all right to be rotting, you know? It happens to everybody.
Shelly is like greedily
Gotta like
diving
chill a
at
bit
it,
though.
slathering it on. Yes, but nobody treats me the same when it's falling off.
Yeah, but fuck people. They're garbage anyway.
Yeah, Bender, that's easy to say when everyone likes you. I don't know. Thanks.
Lily's gonna touch on her and be like, I think you're super hot.
Even with the jaw half off? And she's like holding it on, like rubbing it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You look
I'm just gonna like pop her eyes out.
Oh, you're fucked up too. All right.
love Bender too. Y'all are great when you're falling apart. Hell yeah.
Thanks, guys. And she's like crying a little bit, and it's like weird, crusty goo because she doesn't have tear ducts. I'm gonna go home and relax. Thanks, everyone. You see the ghost, Hilda, kind of comes up to you too, and it's like, hey, thanks, y'all. I haven't been producing as much lately, you know, going through a dry spell and all.
Hey, not your fault at all. Also, thanks for the help, Lily. You guys are way hotter than zombies are. It's really hard to explain.
I mean, I was serious.
We creep people out.
She seemed like she needed a confidence boost, and they seemed like they needed help.
All right, well, as sort of you're all on the edges of the party now, you hear the like music thumping in the graveyard. You're right over by Bender's grave. Just behind the tree line here, maybe 10, 15 feet away. Can I have everybody roll flight for me? Okay, 14, 14, 10. A 22. Lily, you hear in the background crying? Low, soft voices talking to each other. It's all right, honey. Listen, we did what we had to do.
I want to get closer casually and see if I can hear more.
Okay, the rest of you do notice Lily moving over towards the tree line, sort of like poking her ear through the forest hedge. You can see, hunched over a grave, two figures. One of them's holding something in their hands. One of them's like a woman with long hair, sobbing. The other one, you're not sure, but they're talking to her softly and touching her on the back.
Do we know this is Bender's grave?
Would you have been here yet, you think?
You're the one that hangs out in the graveyard.
Rolling around, I might have come across it.
You might be a little more familiar with the graveyard than everyone else.
I'm gonna poke at Bender. Like,
I'm gonna look over. Do I recognize them?
You do. You know exactly who they are.
I'm just gonna ask if you know them, like the moment you do come over.
Are they my parents?
They absolutely are. Medea and Noel Stone, hunched over your grave, sobbing. You see your mother is holding a little teddy bear, your old one. It had an eye, like popped out and hanging on a thread, but you would never let anyone fix it.
Is there anybody with them, or is it just those two?
It's just the two of them.
I'm immediately gonna shamble towards the grave and just bugga, 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 bugga.
They turn and they see you and they're like, "Ah, my daughter!" And they like run screaming out of the place.
Awesome.
Your mother, Medea, drops the teddy bear. She like screams and sprints towards the car. I knew it! We did this to her!
Hell yeah, you did! I'm gonna grab the teddy bear.
They like, you see them like running, screaming into a little sedan and drive out of the graveyard. Sarah's like, wow, Bender, that was your family. You pranked them so good. You nailed them.
Thanks, babe. Just like a high five with the other hand.
Woo, yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry, that was my parents. Man, they suck. I'm just gonna look at the teddy bear. Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah. That was awesome.
Okay.
It's a good night.
What do you got there?
Oh, this is a...
welcome, I guess.
I'm gonna like show the thing.
It's fitting.
Hey, thanks. I don't know what they were crying about, though.
Isn't that your grave over there?
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing in it anymore, but I'm right here.
Well, I mean, sure, but I mean, humans are weird.
They are.
Hey, what was that your mom said that she was running away? They did this to you? Did they turn you into a zombie?
I don't know what turned me into a zombie. They definitely killed me, though. I think? I was at home and ended up in that grave after they were afraid of me. They knew that I got bit. And I heard them talking about not knowing what to do about it.
That sounds real scary. Wow.
dude.
Well,
Well, you're with us now, so.
Hell yeah, and you were drinking a human earlier. Look at them.
Yeah.
Bottom of the food chain.
humans, right?
I could eat them.
I could show you where they live.
Nice. It's a date.
Sarah like turns to you all and is like, you ever think about why there's so many undead now? You know, I've been hanging out with the undead and going to the little, evil general store and stuff, and turns out there weren't that many ghosts and zombies and undead and stuff, 10, 20 years ago. Guess it's a pretty new phenomenon, so many of us here in Las Vegas.
I have been curious, especially because, how are you? How am I, Is I gonna be a zombie just because I got bit? I mean, I don't know now.
I've been saying they need to do a lot more history classes in our school.
I had no idea. My family moved here for my brother's wrestling scholarship. It's too hot for us to live here normally. I just kind of assumed this had always been here.
Yeah, it kind of seems like it, doesn't it? There's so many of us now.
I know I'm probably from hell, but I don't know how I happened or anything about hell.
Oh, well, I also learned a little bit about succubi, if you want to know.
I
As you spawn fully formed from a crazy pit in hell? I don't know. I don't know anymore, but supposedly it's full of
So
mud.
I always had these tits.
Oh, yeah.
I am trying to learn though, so all info is good info.
Yeah, it's real weird. I don't know. The zombies spread through biting? The ghosts spread through? Well, how do ghosts spread through? I don't know.
And how did Kimmy get that amazing jiggle?
How did you get so jiggly? Tell us your secret.
You have to stay hydrated.
Sarah's like, shit, yeah, tell me about it. Chugs another water.
Kimmy, could there be ghost slime? Have you ever seen a ghost slime? How crazy would your juice be? Is that weird to say?
I mean, give me a squeeze. I got a lot of juice to give. If I was producing the kind of goo that everyone's going crazy over right now, I could be rich.
Yeah, you'd be a sexoplasm billionaire.
All right, just gotta figure out how to be a ghost or a zombie, I guess. You
I could bite you if you want.
Ooh.
Yeah?
Does that work?
I have no clue.
Yeah, we could do some science. Some real graveyard science.
We'll put a pin in that one for right now and come back to it later. I think P. Jared's all by himself up there with the professor.
Oh, yeah. All right, well, listen, let me tell you. My party vibe's kind of harsh. You all want to do some Brimseeker stuff?
Oh, shit, yeah.
Let's go sneak around, y'all.
Yeah, let's go sneak around.
All right. So you head back to the party. We're going to go for a couple more minutes, and then we'll go to break. You head back to the party, and you tell Professor Ayard. Did you let him know about the Brimseekers? Do you think you would keep that hidden from him?
No, it would probably come out I am an open book on accident and when anyone asks. So it would just...
Okay. The second you mention it, Professor Ayard's eyebrows shoot up to above his hairline almost. He's like, interesting. I'm glad to know that they're around again.
Do you want to sneak around with us and join?
Unfortunately, I've signed several contracts that prevent me from doing something like that, but he leans in a little. You might want to check beneath the residential halls. There are many things at this school that exist undisturbed for a reason.
So we'll be careful.
Yes,
Probably.
be very careful, for you may lose yourself entirely below. And with that, I must be off. He whips his little vampire cape around dramatically. Have fun being spies.
Under her breath. Oh, I forgot what I was gonna say. Never mind. It was funny. It's gone.
Okay, and with that, we will head to break, and we'll come back for your little spy mission. See you in 5, monsters. Okay, monsters, we are back, and we are headed back late at night from a big graveyard party. Half the school is there. You know that the residential hall is going to be cleared out and mostly empty tonight. And as you move back, some of you recognize the 2 big storm doors on the basement on the side of the residential hall. And in front of them, a little puddle of water and 2 little footprints.
It's a clue.
2 singular footprints?
2 footprints. Each one is like a puddle of water. It looks like probably Hasno's footprints.
Which way do they lead?
They go straight to the storm door, and then they stop.
Well, let's see what we can find out what he was up to.
Okay. You move over and you go to pull the magical lock. You remember unlocking it last time. It was just sort of a little electrical shock from Florian's little magical key thing. You don't have that with you this time.
Let's try saying fuck work into it.
Smart. Fuck work.
Fuck
And
work.
the magical lock doesn't react. Unfortunately, this is not the Brimseeker's hideout. This is the secret area beneath the school, which was different.
Fuck the students.
Good try. The magical lock doesn't move.
Damn it.
So electricity worked. Does anyone have a taser?
I
Or
might be
zappy?
able to generate a little bit of electricity. I'm gonna touch one of the bolts on my neck and then touch the pad.
Okay, there's like a purple arc of energy from your finger to the bolt, and you move it between your fingers onto the magical lock, and it short circuits.
Does the short circuit open?
It short circuits, and now you can like pull the little padlock and open it up. So yeah.
Hey, we're in.
Okay, you swing open the storm doors, and you see those little wet, marshy footprints going down into the basement. And you remember this like long, interminable hallway, turning left, turning right, turning right, turning right. Wait, that's impossible. Turning right again. But it seems like the hallway only moves further down, further, deeper into this basement. And you see on both sides doors. They're overlapping, their frames moving into the next doorway. But you pull one open, and it comes open without bothering the other, and then the next also opens. It's clear that this hallway is like doused in magic.
Are there like branching paths, or is it just we have to keep going in this one direction and hope it's going to take us where we go?
Well, from what Bender and Chaz remember from last time, it's one long path, and there are 1,000 branches to either side with each of the doors. But you look down and you see those 2 little wet footprints. You might be able to track where Hasno went.
It's true, he is wet. Right. Let's look for the wet. Where's the wet? I feel like I'm uniquely suited to find the wet.
You do have an easy time following the little trail. You're leaving your slime trail behind as you suck up the little footprints, moving along. And you move forward, and you get to the space that Bender and Chaz remember from last time. There's 3 doors. One of them has the sigil of the Cult of Demeter, the big deer antlers on it. One of them has the sigil of the Eye, and the other one has the sigil of a sort of grave hand. It's like a zombie hand coming out in front of a little grave tombstone. And you see the little footprints. They stop right in front of the grave hand.
Anyone know what that thing is?
Which one? I know we were in one before, but I don't think it was the grave hand. Which door was it?
You opened the door to Demeter, and you saw beneath there was like a circle of people doing a cult ritual around a stone. And you looked into the next one, and that was where you found Zola, the Gorgon.
Okay, so
you haven't been in the grave hand one yet.
we never looked in here.
Think it's gonna be like dangerous?
Yeah, I mean, the other one was pretty dangerous. There was a lot of monsters that got turned to stone. So,
Might be the
But it's
worst.
worth the danger?
I don't want to turn into stone. I wouldn't be able to slip or slide.
That's the turn to stone one, and like pointing at another door. This one would be something else. Can I like poke it open and look in without actually
Absolutely.
going in?
You kind of pull open the door, and you can see sort of a poorly lit, it's like a sepulcher, right? Like the room beneath a church, and it's like shaped like a cross, like a little Templar cross. And you can see there's art on all of the sides, and in the middle, sort of like a little well for a fountain, but there's no fountain in the middle.
What do you see?
I'm gonna describe it. And yeah, it looks empty. I don't see water guy.
You do see the footprints lead in, though.
Gonna like open the door wider and like point out the footprints. I'm gonna walk in, I guess.
Now that you all are looking at the footprints, you turned into sort of like drag marks over here. There's like a lot of footprints, some old ones, some fresh ones, all of them like kind of dried out there. There's some bigger ones, they look like maybe giant boots, something like that. And you see some sort of small ones and like a few leftover little mummy wrappings that have fallen off. Looks like there's been quite a few people tracking through here. It looks like some people have been dragged through here as well. On the ground, there's like dust and dirt and rubble everywhere.
okay, especially if you proceed with caution.
Okay. As you step into the room, you see on the left and on the right side, like really intricate carved bas-reliefs. They're like sort of a cross between like a Roman style and an Egyptian style, clearly done hundreds of years ago and by like a master stone craftsman. And you look and you can see that some of them have been maintained and some of them have not. You look a little closer. The ones right to your side, when you walk in, there's like the little stone thing in the center. And to the left, there's the skyline of Las Vegas. You recognize the buildings, the little skyscrapers. Interesting. You can't quite see the details. You could go a little closer. You look to the right. Looks like almost a play, a theater. There's lots of like little characters doing things. You're not sure what's going on there either. And then you can look into the center. There's like a film covering the center well. You can see like veins in it almost. Moss? You're not sure. But the film has like a hole in the middle, a little slit almost.
The skyline, is that like an actual view of the skyline, or is it like a painting, like a mural?
It's a mural. All the
mural,
stuff
okay.
on the walls is like carved to bas relief.
Okay. I was like, holy shit, this is weird. Okay.
I mean, you move a little closer to it. You see,
Yeah.
It is Las Vegas. There's lots of little humans. Some monsters. Looks like humans are dying. Lots of them. This one, it looks like it might be a little imp. Here he is, like munching a human. Interesting. You also see all the humans that are dying. All their eyes are closed. None of them look dead. As you move a little bit closer, you see that this was one of the few areas of the mural that has been well cared for. Looks like the mold has been scraped off. That's why you instantly recognize the skyline. Actually, there's a little candle that looks like it's been lit and burned out recently.
Can I start brushing the mold off the preceding bit of mural?
The stuff before it or the stuff after it?
Preceding, so before. Yeah.
Okay. So you go and wipe it off, and you look a little bit, and there's like a lot of sort of symbology and text that you're not familiar with. It looks like maybe an ancient dead language. And it looks like somebody maybe wrote like how this came to be. And there's some pictures at the bottom. You see one of them is like a big pyramid, and it's got an eye in the center. And there's like a pillar of light coming out of the pyramid. You're not sure what that's about. And you look over a little bit, and there's a graveyard. But in all of the graves, there's just a hole. There's no casket, no coffin. And then you look a little bit to the right, and there's like sort of a visualization of demons. Like a lot of them in suits. Some of them have like maybe papers or clipboards. You're not sure what that might be.
Those are the damn lawyers from hell.
They might be the lawyers from hell. Paperwork demons. All right, what is everyone else checking out while Kimmy is taking a look at this mural up here?
The little well fountain. How big is that?
It's maybe 5 or 6 feet across.
So like the middle's only like 3 feet or so in, right?
Yeah.
Where you said
And it looks like
the film.
as you come closer to it, it looks like the footprints come right up to the middle. And the film looks like it's been kind of slid down recently. It's a little damp. The hole in the middle is like big enough for a humanoid to fit through, maybe someone bigger than a humanoid.
I kind of want to step on it.
Okay, before you're gonna put your whole weight on it, maybe put your hand on it. It's like kind of a procedure to climb up on the edge of the well. It's maybe 2 or 3 feet off the ground. So you touch the film of it. It bounces. You kind of step up onto the edge of the well. You step on it a little bit. It's pretty slippery. You think if you step on it, you might fall down.
Okay.
You're wearing fancy heels, right? You were out at a party.
Yeah.
You're welcome to try.
Okay, yeah. Let's step on it.
Okay.
I'm a little girl drunk, so.
We will come right back to you, Lily. Chaz and Bender, what are you doing in this spooky little graveyard basement?
I think I'm gonna try and keep looking for the footprint trail, see if I can find anything.
Okay, so you come to the same place as Lily, right at the edge of the well. And you see, it looks like, maybe not today, but many other days, things have been dragged in here. It looks like maybe around the edge, you see moss and dust and stuff has been pushed into the slit in the like fabric-y, filmy stuff. And you're looking at it, it doesn't look like fabric at all. It looks almost like flesh.
I'm gonna be walking over and just looking at the mural with Kimmy, seeing if I recognize anything.
You're taking a look at this mural. You don't recognize a whole lot. You see you're sort of like stepping back, and Kimmy is brushing it off, and you're seeing more of the context of what's happening. And you're looking, and you turn around, and there's another big mural on the other side. This one looks like a play or like a stage, and all of the little monsters and humans are sort of acting out parts. In fact, some of them even have like, commedia dell'arte, like exaggerated masks on, showing the emotions they're supposed to be having. And it's like a bunch of deaths. Each little scene is like a person falling and breaking their neck on the ice. It's like a person ice skating near them who's like accidentally slicing someone's throat open with the ice skate. There's like comic, interesting ways for people to die. And in all of them, just like on the other scene, their eyes are wide open after death. Okay, and as you all are taking this in, Lily, you step up onto the edge of the well, and you take a step on. Can you roll me either a flight, if you are trying to grab something to catch your balance, or a fight, if you are physically trying to keep your balance? A 19. That's a flight. Okay, so you reach out and you catch Chasworth is right next to you. You grab his arm, and just as you think you're about to fall into the slit in the middle, you grab onto Chaz, but your foot sinks through. And you feel it sort of like pulling on you. Not like an active creature pulling on you, but like your leg wants to fall through.
Does this have anything to do with the professor's warning that I'm clearly not listening to?
He didn't warn you specifically about this at all. He did say he might have been under contract not to discuss it, though.
Oh, okay. Can I pull my foot back out? Like, whoop, don't actually want to do that. Or is the foot stuck?
You can pull it out, yeah.
Okay, I will.
Would you all have taken Sarah with you?
Yeah, she seemed pretty psyched.
Okay. Sarah's sort of like floating around, checking all this out. She's like, well, if we're gonna figure out what Hasno was up to, we're gonna have to go down in there. Look at it, it's like a freaking slip and slide. He must be in there.
I think so.
Looks gross.
Yeah, it looks pretty, nasty.
I'll go first.
All right, Kimmy, we're proud of you.
Oh, it's so gross. Don't follow me.
Okay, Kimmy, you slime up onto the edge of the well, and you move your slime onto like the fleshy, spongy trampoline. And how do you go through?
Well, there was a slit in there, right?
There
It'll
is.
slide right down through.
Okay, it like very vaginally moves open as you enter. And as soon as you fall through, you expect to be falling like down through, but you're not. You're like flipped. Gravity's moving, and suddenly you're flat on your back. It's like Stranger Things, where they go through the little portal and the gravity's flipped on the other side.
Okay, can I see anything in here? Is there...
Oh yeah. You open your
Okay.
eyes, and it looks like Monsters University campus. You stand up, you can see, the skyline of Las Vegas over on the side, except for it's old, it's dark. The sky isn't bright and full of lights, it's all sort of like red tinged and dusty. It doesn't look like the Las Vegas that you know. It looks like you're in Las Vegas.
Is it like a mirror of the room I was just in?
It does. Well, you've popped out right outside of the residential hall.
Oh,
So it looks like
outside.
you popped out right out of the basement.
Okay.
So you
And
can see the sky and stuff out here.
okay, and watery footprints, any like depressions in the mud or whatever.
You do see some mud. It's like a dry, sort of desecrated desert landscape. There's nothing alive, actually, now that you think about it. No plants, no birds, no insects. You don't hear anything. But you do see a little set of wet footprints leading away from this place.
Okay, I'll move back towards the opening and I'll produce a head, slip it through to the other side. Tell them that it's safe to come through. And then as I'm going to pull my head back through, I want to take a bite of the film to like tear it open for them, but also like so I can taste it.
Okay.
And maybe learn something about it.
You sink your teeth in, and the second that you start to digest it and use your power, which is that you can find information about anything that you consume, you like bite it and it tears open, and everyone else can sort of see into the hole now. And you see the sky, right? The gravity's flipped, so when you hop through, Kimmy's like laying on the side of it over here. And Kimmy, you are like digesting a little bite of this flesh. It tastes mossy, it tastes earthy, it tastes old. And you are like completely struck with visions. You see ages before the universe was born. You see eons after. You are like on a complete trip. And through all of it, the thing that you see, the thing that you are watching is death. You see 1,000 life cycles. You focus in on the death moment of 300 different creatures at once. And suddenly you're back. You're laying in this alternate Las Vegas dimension. It is dead silent. And your friends are around you.
I think I just had a bad trip. Okay. I saw everything?
What
Like
happened?
everything.
Did you eat something?
I ate the flesh.
Oh.
It's the flesh of everything.
Kimmy, you kind of sit up on the ground and you look around and you see the buildings look a little wrong. They look like that earthy flavor that you just tasted. Everything here, it's made of the flesh. Absorb this Eldritch horror knowledge. Yes, yes.
My head went to the Super Mario Brothers movie and the Mushroom Kingdom.
Yes, absolutely, just like that. We're in the underground, it's evil, everything's dead. It's made of
Holy
mushrooms.
shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Whew. All right, if I know anything, and if I learned anything from this trip, we're gonna find big birds. Found some bounce shoes. My brain's melted.
You all do have a few tools that you brought with you from the Brimseekers. Chasworth, you probably didn't bring your codpiece with you, I don't think. You have a very exciting one to try on at another moment. But you do have the tiniest gun of all time. And Bender, you might have your disguise suit with you. It's small, it's portable, like a little can of red paint. And you also have an animated rope, the auto shibari.
I'm gonna take out the auto shibari. Oh yeah. Could you do anything with this? Do I know that Kimmy knows rope?
I think you would probably know that at this moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna leg off her.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, I can do something with this.
Kimmy, you sort of pull it and you start trying to find the middle to do a tie or something, and suddenly the rope is around you. Oh.
All my juiciest bits are squeezed out.
It's trying. You're very difficult to tie down.
Yeah.
But the rope is like slowly, methodically moving around your curviest bits and trying to tie them.
This is fun. I don't know how, handy this is, but
It ties a little harness around your front and like kind of embeds in your goo.
wait, can this do anything? Like whatever tie I want it to do?
Yeah, I think so. See, I got this thing. I just like hold up the paint and cover myself so I could turn into an imp.
Do you want to
I
describe
don't know what
your
any of
imp
this shit
form?
really is supposed to do. Oh, sure, yeah, I'm a tiny little red imp with like a big curling tail. Got tiny spiky horn.
You're just a little guy.
Yeah, they gave us a bunch of this cool shit to do their mischief with, but I know this suit makes me go ah, and I just like cackle like an imp again.
It sounds like Bender, but not quite. A little eviler.
Can I try and get the rope to do like a restraint tie?
Yeah.
And like try to tie my arms and legs?
You
Arms and legs?
sort of tell it to tie a restraint tie. And it does its best. It's not very fast, but it kind of swiggles around your arms and pulls them back behind you.
Yeah, alright, okay. This is a little bit more useful. Slosh around and get out of the tie.
It keeps trying to tie you. You said restraint tie, so it's pulling you back.
Oh, okay.
You're squiggly and you can get through it.
What else do we got?
Chaz is going to reach into his sock and he's going to pull out the tiniest gun you've ever seen. He's like, "Oh, they also gave me this." So be very careful.
What does that do?
Well, I haven't seen it, but I assume it just blasts. It's like, and just kind of point it around. I don't pull it, but I just point it around places.
Whoa!
Careful where you point that thing.
Gun safety.
Yeah,
Whoa!
You're right.
Yeah, it just looks so cute. It looks harmless.
How do you even pull the trigger on that thing?
You actually have to use 3 fingers to get it. It's so small. You have to get a little.
Unbelievable.
Sarah sees you kind of struggling with the rope, which keeps trying to pull your hands back, Kimmy, and you like slip them out, and then it tries to pull it back again. Sarah's like, "Go on, try the catchphrase. Maybe it'll stop it."
Fuck work!
The rope falls slack to the ground.
Okay. I'll pull it up and I'll tie it into a little loop and stick it to the side of my cube and produce my cowboy hat on top. Say, well, I think we best be hitting the trail now, partners.
Okay. So you all look to the little trail that Hasno has left, little wet footprints. And you sort of look up above where he's going, and you see like a beacon in the sky, a bright white light shining up into the Las Vegas skyline in this like gray, red, foggy cloud above the city. And you realize it's the Luxor beam. Looks like that's where y'all are headed.
I saw that in the mural.
You did, Kimmy. You remember seeing the big pyramid, like black tile and everything. It had a big eye on the side of it.
It is very Egyptian themed.
Maybe it's connected to Mistress Taliba.
What shape was the eye? Was it like like an Egyptian flavored eye, or was it like an orb?
This one looked a little more humanoid than the like Eye of Horus Egyptian style one. It looked fleshy almost.
Fleshy. It's not very orb-like. Okay, well. Go poke a pyramid's eye out.
Okay. So you all head to maybe the garage here at Monsters University to hop in the Chazmobile. It's a little bit of a trek to get downtown.
Yeah.
So, Chaz, you pull out your keys, and they unlock the Chazmobile, but when you put them in, there's like a fleshy, and it unlocks. You pull the keys out, and you hop in. You turn it on. It works. It feels like sitting on leather. You know what I mean?
No, what do you mean?
The seats are all made of flesh. The whole car is made of flesh. Your steering wheel wasn't leather before.
This is kind of different. I think cars usually like felt or something. Like what's up with everything here?
Is there an imp in this one too? Maybe they can like tell us about it.
You knock on the little door above the transmission. There's nothing.
No imp, just flesh. Just weird flesh that now we're gonna sit on. That we're driving on.
Yep. Flesh car on the Flesh Road, headed down to Flesh Town. Okay, you all head towards downtown. You see nothing. Not a plant, not a person, not a monster. There is nothing here. You pull up outside of the Luxor. There's the little, valet parking thing. You slide right in, and you see the first thing that has moved all night. It is a horrible flesh amalgam. And it sort of like comes up. It's got 6 arms. One of them reaches towards you, Chasworth. Keys.
There you go. Give him the keys.
He grabs them. It doesn't have eyes, but it does have a mouth. You're our only car. We'll bring it back to you.
I'm gonna reach in my pocket and I'm gonna give him a little tip. How do you do?
He doesn't see it.
Oh, all right.
There's an awkward moment where you're holding the money out and he doesn't have eyes and you don't notice that he's not seeing it. He's like, well, enjoy your stay.
Oh, okay.
Do you see everything as flesh too? I'm just like talking to the flesh guy.
Your flesh.
Mostly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Seems like he might not be the smartest little flesh amalgam.
Oh, this is worse than hell.
Ugh.
Amazing.
Yeah, hell's fun.
Don't worry, hell is much sexier, y'all.
Yeah, hell is fun. This is. Ugh.
Freaky.
Okay, well, you look up at the Luxor, and it's got those big, like Egyptian Sphinx statues on either side, and they don't have any eyes. They're a little more clearly made out of flesh than everything else. There's like still the black sheen on the outside of the Luxor, but underneath, flesh bricks. You walk in, and you see slot machines, poker tables, covered in dust, empty. All of them look flesh made too. You see the little wet footprints of Hasno moving through this area. In the center, there's like a pole that goes straight up through the top of the Luxor, and it's got like a channeled energy of light, like beaming out through the top. And in the center around that pole, there's like a platform. There's a bunch of like ghost dancers, like doing a little cabaret thing. You look to be the only patrons, although there are waiters, flesh amalgams, ghosts around.
Is there like music playing?
There's music playing, but it's like kind of off tune and old and spooky.
It's flesh too.
It's flesh music.
Flesh tunes.
It's just. But like musically.
Do the ghosts seem different than Sarah in any way? Like, or do they just seem like regular ghostful?
The ghosts seem pretty similar to Sarah, maybe a little out of it, right? Sarah's very focused and her death energy is new and stuff. These look like they've been dead for a while, maybe. In fact, now that you're thinking about it, all the ghosts that you've met at Monsters have been, 20, 30 years old. Nobody hundreds of years old. These guys look like they are that old.
Do they have like old-timey lingerie and like, hell yeah?
Yeah, there's someone wearing bloomers up on stage doing like a little strip tease. Okay, as you're taking all of that in and you're looking at the ghosts, you see through them near the back of the area. There's like not a lot inside this casino besides the little slot machines and the poker tables and stuff, but at the back you see a big elevator shaft. It looks like it goes most of the way up to the top where there's like a room. It doesn't look like there are lots of hotel rooms here, like, the Luxor has them all down the sides of the casino, but it does look like there's a big sort of like box room with a window that can look down over everything in here. You see those little ghost footprints, or not the ghost footprints, sorry, the wet footprints lead right to the back elevator.
That's where we're going. We gotta get on that back elevator. The elevators here go sideways. If y'all haven't been on them, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's to find Hasno, see what he's up to.
Okay, you head back to the elevator.
Okay, it's probably a flesh elevator, isn't it? I just realized that it's gonna be flesh.
It's definitely made out of flesh. You come a little bit closer. You see, as you're walking through, as you get right alongside that like beam of light, there's sort of like an energy inside of it. Looks like a person. The ghosts sort of like turn towards it and do a little like ritual dance almost. And this like figure moves up through the beam of light and out and up above. It's like it sort of ascends. I'm not sure what that's about. You keep walking past, back to the elevator.
Was the person like just made of energy or something, or were they like human? Were they monster?
You couldn't really tell. They were a humanoid figure, but that could have still been a monster. It looks like they like slowly ascended up, all the way outside of the Luxor. As you move back towards the elevator, you see the flesh around you sort of like pulsing. You can see more veins inside of it. It looks a little more alive. And then as you walk towards the elevator, you see the little fleshy doors shut. And just to the right, there's a little elevator call button. There's one for up and one for down. But they're not buttons. They are eyeballs.
Do the eyeballs move? Like, do they watch us?
They look directly at you.
Hello.
They blink.
Did our friend come through here? He's a water nymph.
They blink at you again, and they look down at the ground, which is covered in little wet footprints.
Can you take us to him?
The up elevator blinks. The down elevator blinks.
Okay. I think they're gonna help us.
So we're pretty low now, right? Like, should we go up?
Which way did our friend go?
The eyeballs blink at you again, one after the other.
Up.
I'm not sure
then
they're actually
down?
responding to you.
Let's go up, then down.
Yeah.
Science. I speak eyeball. I don't have any, but I could. I took language studies.
Okay, so you reach out, Kimmy, and poke the eyeball up. The fleshy
Oh, because
doors
I'm
slide
squishy
open.
and it's squishy. Ah,
It feels like a grape.
ah.
Okay, you all step into the elevator, and there's sort of like a bone, and the lever bone kind of shifts up, and the elevator starts to move up. You can see, well, I guess you wouldn't be able to see through the elevator. You don't see anything until you get all the way up into that sort of box room at the top of the Luxor, and the elevator door slides open, very fleshy, and you step out. And you can see the window to the area below. There's the ghost dancers, there's the beam in the middle. But around here, you see jars, tanks, containers. All of them are full of brains of different sizes. Some of them are like green lit, some of them are blue lit, some of them are like purpley lit. But each one is like a giant vat of brain, and they're all connected with like intricate tubing, like sharing tendrils of neurons connecting them, sharing water and amniotic fluids or brain fluids or whatever you call that stuff. It looks like a massive brain on the inside of this casino.
Bender, brains are your specialty. What's happening here?
Oh no, but it looks delicious. Can I like go forward and just like grab one?
You can try and pop the top of one of the brain chambers for sure. Go ahead and give me a fight roll.
Pop it like a soda can.
20.
Pop it like a spinach can and be Popeye.
You blast it right open.
It'd be so strong.
You pull one that's maybe like a medium-sized brain, a little smaller than humanoid, but it looks really tender. And you grab it out of the brain, and you see sort of the flesh of the walls wiggle a little bit as you touch it. Nothing happens. You grab the brain, and you take a bite. Okay, it's delicious. This brain has been thinking so hard. The muscles are like flexed and well used. It's tender, but not too juicy. It's moist. It's been, brined in this solution. It's one of the best brains you've ever had.
It can be like eating shit. You want to try?
It's super good.
All right, sure. I've already used my ability for the day, though. But why not?
You taste this brain.
We're on vacation.
Similar. Oh, try.
It tastes similar. Like I've tasted these flavors before.
Earthy, dark, eternal, delicious.
Yum. Earthy, eternal, delicious.
Little umami,
It's got that umami. This is good stuff. Good stuff. Jazz, you want some?
No, I'll pass. I remember in case I ever need some touches up here, though.
Okay, so Bender, you've got a half an eldritch brain that you put into your little backpack now for use later. All right, and you check out this whole laboratory. You find a bunch of papers, old contracts, old research documents. All of it's in languages that you don't understand. Ancient Sumerian, ancient Egyptian. You recognize some of them, but you can't quite read it. You find some contracts, though, with Headmistress Taliba's name on them. You're not quite sure what they are, but maybe you grab a hold of them just in case.
Having been in the headmistress's office a few times, do these look like collectible items that she would be collecting?
It's possible. Taliba's office is full of like ancient papyrus scrolls and things like that. But these look maybe a little less Egyptian. And now that you're looking at them more closely, the letters seem to shift into a different language. And then they shift back. And they shift again. It's French, modern French. You can almost read it. It shifts again. It's German. That word, flesh, you know that one, shifts to English. You can see it saying, and the terms of the contract dictate that if Taliba violates, then everything is forfeit in her possession, and also her brain is forfeit. And then it shifts again. Another language. This one you haven't ever seen before.
No. Useless. Can't read. Wait, Lily, you know languages.
Some, yeah, I can try to give it a go and see if I can read things before it disappears.
Okay, you grab this and you could probably get the whole thing. It would just take a few hours of staring at it and waiting for it to come to a language that you recognize.
Okay. Yeah, I'll sit there until I figure it out because it seems promising.
Okay, you spend a little time there. And as you learn more and more about this contract, you realize that Headmistress Taliba signed a contract with this flesh entity. Looks like she was providing it with fresh food every 2 weeks in exchange for its services. And it's not entirely clear what the services are. You get the feeling that somebody else knows. Sounds like Hasno maybe has been providing the food.
I'll communicate what I get as I get it. Are these how the monsters are being made? Are they feeding them humans? And then
Why would the headmistress be involved with this?
she is getting services from the flesh thingy, but I don't know what they are yet.
What if this is what's creating all of the extra undead? Like, what if the headmistress is just, like, populating the school so she'll have a job? An excuse to collect shit.
Or monster army?
I mean, we could go there, yeah. Look, I just saw everything, so, like... That's definitely a possibility. I've seen it.
What
Now
did
that
you
you're... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
What did you see?
Everything.
Kimmy, you're sitting there thinking about it. You see everything's through like a little tinge. Purple, blue, green. The same colors that are in these brains. You realize that what you saw is a part of this creature's memory.
Oh, no.
They're like collecting brains from the humans. Or are there monsters disappearing we don't know about?
Can I dip my finger in another brain tube and give it a taste test? A different colored one.
Check a different color one. You taste it.
Yeah.
Tastes the same. Are you trying to use your power on it?
I can only do that once a day.
You could take a little sample. Try it next time.
That's true. It's true. Okay, yeah. I'll make a little cavity in my cube and siphon some in.
Okay, you take a few brain samples. Bender's got one, Kimmy has another. And with that, you're all sort of ready to check out the basement of this giant evil flesh temple. And I don't think we quite have enough time to move to the next area and give it the justice that it needs. So next time, you all will confront Hasno and find out what the fuck is happening in this horrible Zamisi temple.
So scary.
All right, thanks for joining me, everybody. Let's introduce ourselves one more time. Tell us who you are and where we can find you. Let's start with Chasworth over here.
Hey, I'm Ricky X. I was playing Chasworth. You can find me at RickyxxRails on Twitter and other places.
And Div.
Hi, I'm Girlbot Div, Divisabel on Twitch, but Google Girlbot Div for all my other stuff.
Cassie.
I'm Cassie Cummings. I was playing the gelatinous cube known as Kimmy Puddin' Pop. You can find me on Twitter at Cass Cummings XXX, or you can Google me, Cassie Cummings.
And Violet.
I am Violet October, and you can Google Violet October and find a lot of things in a lot of places.
Okay, y'all, and I'm Jane Judge. This has been rad. You can find us every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific here at twitch.tv/JaneJudge. And if you miss an episode or just want to catch the beginning again, come by twitch.tv/Swade Collective. Every Thursday at 7 p.m. we stream over there for mutual aid. Does someone want to do a little Swade intro?
Yeah, I'll hop on that. Swade is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. A lot of us are volunteers for them. Swade provides mutual aid through grants, safety services, testing supplies for drugs, STDs, that kind of stuff, to sex workers throughout the nation. We volunteer, some of us here in Vegas, but services are everywhere.
Yeah, and if you want to check out Swade and learn some more, go to swadecollective.org. You can request a small grant for sex workers, or you can donate to fund those grants for sex workers. It's pretty rad.
Pretty rad.
All right, friends, that concludes tonight's Monsters University. Thanks for this weird horny ride. I'll see y'all next week.
Bye.